Hi, everybody. This is Elektra Yao, immigration attorney and entertainment law attorney located here in New York City. As you guys know, we have offices in New York City and in New Jersey, but we work with clients all over the country and all over the world. If you don't already, please subscribe and like my page and my channel so that you can always stay up to date on immigration information, my tips, and how to successfully file an immigration case or a trademark case if we're talking about trademarks. So today I want to talk about national or international recognition. And you might say, Elektra, what does that mean? So within the federal regulations for O-1B visas, national or international recognition is usually proven with press. So press articles, whether they're published in the US or published internationally or published online or published so digitally or published in print, and publications. So publications are articles that you have drafted. Now, that's basically what the criterion is. Now, this is kind of a difficult criterion for a lot of people because when they're, especially on their OPT, they're not really thinking about securing press. And it's by no means a requirement. It's just one of the 6 criteria that you can utilize in arguing your case. Now, to qualify for the O1, you need a minimum of three criteria. So you don't necessarily need national or international recognition, but just know that if you are filing with the minimum 3, then you're starting at, entry level, right? This is what I would call like an entry level case. So I always strongly advise clients to secure press because it's one of those added like killing 2 birds with 1 stone, because you secure the press for your portfolio, but you also secure the press for your career, right? It's not something that's going to hurt you in your career in the long run. And also, again, to satisfy this criterion, you don't necessarily need to secure press. You could also publish articles. So, of course, it can't just be like any article. It needs to be an article about, your field of endeavor. So if you're a performer, then you want to write about things in your industry. If you are a designer, then you want to write about design trends, for example. But these are definitely easier options than trying to secure press, because sometimes when you're securing press, you might work with a publicist, you might work with people in the industry, and it might be a little bit difficult if you're not so well versed in PR. So again, I strongly recommend including this criterion in your petition, because again, it allows you to try to file with at least above the minimum, right? Instead of 3 criteria, you file with 4 criteria. So again, above the minimum, giving you more of a chance of being able to secure an approval and more of the possibility of getting approved. But again, I do recognize that this is something that's difficult for people to secure. And sometimes when they do even secure their press is not very well drafted, in the sense that academic achievements and academic accomplishments are not necessary for the O1. In fact, depending on the attorney that you work with, it's not something that is typically included in a petition. So you really want to get press that is properly drafted, properly written, and really focuses on your professional achievements, right? Not your academic achievements, because it is not a requirement for the O1. In fact, it detracts from your professional achievements if you're focusing on what you did in the academic world. I know this seems like counterintuitive to a lot of people, because as a creative person, you spend a lot of time training. And part of your development as a creative person is your training. But I have successfully done O1s and EB1As for creative people who have no higher education. So you want to really think about where you're going to focus your energies on, because as I said, academia is not a requirement, or academic achievements is not a requirement for the O1 artist visa. So I hope that this was helpful. I hope that if you are in your OPT, or if you are, at the very beginning stages of your career trying to work towards the O1, then you should really think about, working with someone to help you secure press, or start to do your research to see where you can publish different articles, because that also satisfies the criteria. As always, I will be back at 1 o'clock to discuss specific issues. Let me know if you have any questions. You feel free to email me, message me, and I would be happy to talk about your questions online. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a great day. Bye bye.